there's a lot of people who look at this film and they compare it to Oblivion. I mean, just stop, alright? I love Oblivion, but that's like a snooze fest compared to this movie. It's nothing like Oblivion. Starship Troopers, War of the Worlds, Battle of Los Angeles, even Saving Private Ryan, maybe, but not like Oblivion. So what's up with Edge of Tomorrow? Okay, it is directed by Doug Liman, who's done some cool movies like Go, The Bourne Identity, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and a not so cool movie like Junker. It stars Tom Cruise, Emily Blunt, Brendan Gleeson, and the always awesome Bill Paxton. It is a sci-fi action adventure, and it is based off of a Japanese novel entitled All You Need Is Kill. So what's the story? Well, it's an alien invasion movie. Yes, I know, another alien invasion movie. Hold on. You have Tom Cruise, who plays an officer in the military who has never seen any combat. The sight of blood makes him nauseous. He's a big pussy like that. One day, he is thrown into combat, and during his very first battle, he dies. Okay, yes, okay, there's a whole lot more to it than that. Alright, during that battle, something happens to him to where if he dies, he relives the entire day all over again. Think of it as one of those old Nintendo games where you die and you don't have any checkpoints and you have to start all over again. That's what he has to go through. He meets up with Emily Blunt's character, who is the Special Forces warrior. She's incredibly badass. She knows what's happening to him, and so they team up. She trains him how to become a warrior, and they plot to stop this alien race from wiping out humanity. Now, if you're worried that this sounds too much like a been there, done that kind of movie, let me assure you, this movie takes its subject matter and it makes everything feel fresh, unique, it is fully engaging, and it is overall spectacular. Edge of Tomorrow is a fantastic action movie. It is a beautiful sight to behold. It will heighten up your senses. It is such a fully entertaining film. It is satisfying. It is very incredibly well directed, very well told, and wonderfully acted. Yes, you can call it the sci-fi Groundhog Day, and I guess that's appropriate because Tom Cruise is about as tall as a groundhog. He's so short. But his chemistry with Emily Blunt is phenomenal and one of the best elements of this movie. They carry this movie so spectacularly. I was fully invested in their characters, and they have some wonderful development. Tom Cruise has some great development. All these people were saying they're tired of Tom Cruise. Let me tell you something. This is one of his best action movies, and he gives such a spectacular performance. You would think he would have saved this performance for a serious drama. The supporting characters are really great too. You have Bill Paxton as a drill sergeant, and Bill Paxton is awesome. He's a tough as nails drill sergeant. You don't want to mess with him, but at the same time, you have to grin every time he barks his orders. And then you have the J Squad, Tom Cruise's squad mates. Very colorful characters, very funny. They split some really good one-liners. The only bad thing is the fact that you don't get to know them as much as you really want to. You're not really supposed to, because you're supposed to focus on Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt and their characters and their motivations, but still, if only there was a little more room to develop these characters, that would have been nice as well. And if you're worried that this movie is going to get too repetitive with the whole live, die, repeat scenario, let me assure you it is not repetitive. This movie is done so stylishly that every time Tom Cruise dies, you actually look forward to him to die so he can repeat everything. They throw in so much humor and so much creativity into that notion, it is hard to deny that it's I'm not gonna say it's better than Groundhog Day, but since it's been done in Groundhog Day, they do make this notion feel a whole lot more fresher, uniquer, and fast-paced. I'm telling you, this is a film that really deserves an audience. Thoughts in Our Stars, I'm not knocking that movie, but that movie is kicking this film's ass at the box office, and it's really not fair. If you have any hesitation to see Edge of Tomorrow, you really should check that shit at the door and get your ass to that theater and witness this awesome blockbuster. Well, it's not really gonna be a blockbuster since it's losing to a romantic cancer drama. If I have one, I don't want to say major complaint about the film, it's the ending. Now, look, do not get me wrong, the ending is not bad at all. It works, it's a good ending. The only thing is, I would have liked a different direction, a slightly less conventional ending. I actually had a conversation with my friend Jose Romero from Romero Movie News, who read the novel, saw this movie, loved both versions, but he told me about the ending in the novel. Yes, he spoiled it, but surprisingly, it makes me want to read the novel. From what he told me, that would have made a great ending, a very emotional, compelling ending. The ending to this movie is fine. It's fine. I just would have liked a different direction. But I can assure you, I loved this movie. I loved the performances from Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. The score is phenomenal. Everything about this movie is pure badass, pure just solid entertainment. In fact, it goes above and beyond in the entertainment value. You can tell they take inspiration from other stories. It just they mix everything up so well. And I'm gonna give this movie a 4.5 out of 5. It's definitely something that I will be watching again and again. So I'm gonna have two questions for this one. If you don't want to see this movie, then again I wouldn't imagine why you were watching this review. But if you have any hesitation to see this movie, why? And for anyone who has seen this movie, whether you read the book or not, what do you think about the ending? Hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope you go see this movie. I really implore you to go see this movie. And y'all take care. Peace.